a period of significant change. It's really great to see the positivity we have going forward, even in with the weird world we have around us at the moment. So yeah, thanks Peter, Kelvin, very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, and I see Andrew Michael is available and will talk to us about the LGFA.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'll just maybe make a few brief comments and then touch on the current environment and then leave some time for questions. So LGFA started in 2012. It currently has 67 member councils with a number of others in the process of joining. And the current environment is probably just, even for the councils that don't have any debt, they realise that having access to finance is important, so it's sort of probably speeding up, their timetable for joining. LGFA is based on similar models in the Scandinavian countries. The longest of those is in Denmark. That's been going for 130 years now. So what LGFA wants is to be a very long-term provider of financing to the local authority sector. The objectives are interest savings on council's debt, to provide a range of borrowing options, so short-term and longer-term financing. And probably the most important one is access to debt markets. And that's been the area that's perhaps been the most challenging thing over the past couple of months. In terms of the financials, the profit for the year to June 2020, which was forecast to be 10 million, is on track. So we even ran the part numbers for April yesterday, and again the monthly profit is on track. A lot of the forecasting that's in the draft SOI is just out of date. It's just been superseded by the events that we've seen the last few months. But that said, just remember that LGFA has $10 billion of lending to the sector. So we borrow from investors and on lend it, and every time we do, we take a small margin. So the profit really on all that lending is locked in until those loans mature. So even though there may well be some variability in profit, a lot of it is locked in. That said, the profitability probably shouldn't be your primary concern. It is where councils get the savings is in the savings on their interest costs and certainty around accessing of finance. So that's probably the key thing. The current environment, interest rates are low, so maybe that's one little bit of good news for councils. So short-term interest rates, councils like yourself can borrow below 1% now. Longer term, we just completed a $1 billion debt issue just over a week ago. So we borrowed for 6 years and we borrowed at 1.46% for $1 billion. So we will add on 20 points to councils, or 25 points to Waipa, I think it is. So you'd be accessing longer term money, 6-year money at around 1.7%, just to give you some idea of borrowing costs. So that's, one bit of good news.